that we'll discuss over here. So in this one, first let me explain about this one. This is a comparison of sales plan. Okay, we have one plan A is there, plan B is there, but before coming to this commission cost, let me discuss about the what are the variable cost over there. So here variable cost in rupees, raw material cost is given, that is 15 rupees I have written over here. I have also defined this one as raw material cost. Similarly, utility cost also 5 rupees. Rent for company setup, these are the fixed cost. Under that one, rent for company setup, salaries of employees, miscellaneous cost, then after advertising cost. But again, advertising cost, this one is aspect that if it is 0, then also you have to, with the ad agency, this is the amount that you have to pay. If it is more between 3,000 to 6,000, this is 10,000 would be there. If it is 60,000, then the appropriate amount is written over here in the second column of this table. 8,000, 60,000, and for 90,000 it is 90,000. 90,000, these are the units, and this is the rupees over here, written over here. So these advertising costs are there. So in order to find out the advertising cost, we'll use some formula over there. But let me explain first what are this. Sales unit is 25 rupees. Unit sold, I have taken one example, and I have considered this one as 75,000. Then we have again in this variable cost, there is another variable cost, that is commission cost is also there. Okay, we have two plan in that one. Plan A is there, where if the volume is more than 20,000, then only incentive would be 1 rupee. Okay, and as for plan B, that point of time, volume 1, it would be 20,000 till 20,000, no commission cost. After that, the incentive would be, it would be 60 paise, okay, per unit after anything being produced. Okay, till 60,000. Okay, when the volume is becoming 60,000, that point of time, the incentive becomes 1 rupee 50 paise. Okay, so we will be deciding the what is the total raw material cost for plan A and plan B, total utility cost, how much it would be, based on the unit sold and the per unit price, we can find out the revenue over here, and the total and the net profit would be, how we can find out the net profit. Net profit would be total revenue minus total cost of respective plan, that is plan A and plan B. Okay, so we'll start first of all, these things are there, we have to find out this one, that is the advertising cost is equal to B lookup I am using. Okay, and lookup value, see over here, B lookup value, and then after table array and the column index, searching for this value, unit sold, that is 75,000. Okay, unit sold, and in which one, in this table array. Okay, and then after the column index would be over here, column index is the second column index, isn't it? Because in the second column it would be giving me that how much is the amount. This one is in the rupees and this is the amount volume. Okay, so I'll just write 2 over here, column index number, you can say. Okay, then I'll just enter. So 75,000 is coming between it is more than 60,000 and less than 80,000. Okay, so accordingly, how much, let us see how much it is coming. Okay, so it is satisfying this one, it is not coming to 80. Had it been 80,000 plus and less than 90,000, then it would have been 60,000. But for this one, we have just used because it is 75,000, less than that one, it has calculated by itself. We do not have to put any formula over here. Like, and we'll find out that what is the total raw material cost. So total raw material cost would be equal to how much is the units sold multiply with raw material cost per unit. Okay, and then after total utility cost also similarly I can find out equal to units sold multiplied with per unit utility cost. Okay, and total fixed cost equal to sum of, and it is a fixed amount we know, so we will just write this way. Okay, total fixed cost, I have again defined this one. Okay, total commission cost I have to write this one. Okay, for plan B it is saying that if it is more than 20,000 then only 1 rupee. So for that one I'll write if the total units sold is greater than volume 1 plan A, okay, then I'll be deducting this amount from this one minus the volume 1, okay, multiply with incentive, that is okay. So this is the first, this is the if condition. If units sold, that is 75,000, is more than volume A plan 1, that is 20,000, yes it is satisfying, then what we have to do is that 75,000 minus 20,000 multiply with, that is units sold is 75,000, this is 20,000, so comes 55,000 multiply with incentive 1 plan A, that is 1 rupee per. So whatever is the difference is 75,000 minus 20,000 multiply with 1, else we have to write over here 0. Okay, if not, like if it is less than 20,000, that point of time we are not going to get any incentive. Okay, so I'll write over here, so it is coming 55,000. Similarly for plan B, I do not have to write for this 3, it remains the same. Okay, I'll just okay, here you can see it is units sold into raw material. I can double click and you can see over here units sold into raw material, this is units sold into utilities cost, and this is sum of fixed cost. Okay, so for this one I have to write again the formula. B18, that is the units sold, is total units sold is greater than plan B. Okay, then inner nested if. Okay, so nested if I'll write over here, if units sold, that is that in this case 75,000 is less than or equal to volume 2 plan B. Okay, volume 2 plan B. So then in this case, that is for this inner if one, first would be like in other programming all is less than equal to volume 2 plan B, then we'll write that what would be the, that reads units sold minus volume 1 plan B, okay, multiply with star incentive 1 plan B. Then for the outside, this one, when unit sold is more than the volume 1 plan B, that is more than 60,000, 75,000 is this one will be for our, in our case, this one, the outer one, that is the first if clause would be applicable. So in this case, what would be done, that equal with comma a bracket start, then volume 2 plan B, volume 2 plan B minus volume 1 plan B, okay, multiply with multiplication star symbol incentive 1 plan B, incentive 1 plan B plus unit sold minus volume 2 plan B incentive 2, that is 1.5, 1 rupee 50 paisa. If this one is not, that is for the, if it is more than 20,000, the inside if clause would be used. If it is more than 60,000, that point of time, this one, the first if clause would be used. Else we'll write, else it would be 0. So I'll close the bracket and press that. So it is coming 46,500. I'll explain this one over here. Okay, then so I'll just find out the total revenue and net profit, then I'll just give the explanation of this plan B. Okay, so total revenue would be, it will be units sold, total units sold multiply with the sales price per unit. Okay, so this way I can just drag this one. Okay, so net profit would be, net profit I can find out the total revenue minus sum of plan A total cost okay. Similarly for this one, let me drag whether this one is working or not. No, it is not working, so it is freezing this one. So what I'll use is that I'll again use this total revenue of plan B. I'll find out the difference from this one, sum of plan B total cost. So this way I find out the net profit of plan A and plan B. Now we'll just see, before going to elaborate this one, just a brief about this one. Okay, so how exactly this one is coming. Okay, see, this is if units sold is more than volume 1 plan B, then this one we have written. So I have taken over here 75,000, that is satisfying the first one. Okay, so in the first one, units sold, I have taken 3 plans over here. First one is a 75,000. If it is volume 1 is 20,000 and volume 2 is 60,000 per plan B, and incentive 1 is 60 paise, incentive 2 is 1 rupee 50 paise. Just the same thing, whatever it is over here, I have rewritten over here. Okay, so this is 75,000. I have taken one assumed figure over here. So for the case of 75,000, it is, I have to find out the how much is the, what is the units sold is more than volume 1 plan B. It is more than volume 1 plan B. okay, that is more than 60,000. Okay, then it will be coming to this one, volume 2 plan B, volume 2 plan B, okay, minus volume 1 plan B. So 60 minus 20, it is coming over here 40,000, you can see over here. Okay, multiply with incentive 1 plan B. Incentive 1 plan B is 60 pice, so it is coming 24,000. 40,000 into 60 pice is 24,000. Okay, then after plus units sold minus volume 2 plan B. Volume 2 plan B is 60,000, so 75 minus 60,000 is 15,000. Okay, so 15,000 multiply with 1.5, it is 22,500. So though here I am finding out the 24,000 for this one, the first part of this one till this, and 22,500 is 75 minus 60 multiplied with 1.5. Over here 60 minus 20 and multiply with 0.6, that is 24. So this way I am getting 46,500. Here also you can see it is coming 46,500. Okay, had it been less than 60,000, that is if unit sold is less than volume 2 plan B, volume 2 plan B is 60,000. Okay, so that point of time, how it is going to be decided, that unit sold is 50,000 in this case, so 50,000 minus volume 1 plan B, that is 20,000. Okay, so 50,000 minus 20,000 is 30,000. Over here it is coming 30,000 into incentive 1 plan B, that is 0.6. Okay, 30 into 0.6, it is coming 18,000. Okay, then after incentive 2 plan B, that is 19,000, which is less than 20,000. So in this case it is this one is coming, that is the else statement. Okay, so any figure we will be taking over here, accordingly it would be the resultant would be over here. Okay, so this is the thing. So in this way we are seeing that when unit sold is 75,000, now I am getting this much up. In the plan A it is 10,000, in plan B it is 18,500. Okay, but I want to see that whether this one is, in this case, which one is better? Obviously plan B. Okay, because here net profit is more. Okay, so I'll just check out with 71,000 to 1 lakh. Okay, you can raise this one from 50,000 or 30,000, anything also. Okay, so for doing that one, what I will do is that I'll just select the whole table. Okay, this table I'll select, then I'll go to data and data over here. Okay, data over here, then I'll go to what if analysis. I'll click to the data table. Okay, after clicking the data table, I'll go to the column input. Okay, in the column input, the units sold, and this one is calculated based on the units sold is 75,000. So I'll just I'll just click over here. Okay, I'll go to the respective this one and then I'll press OK. Okay, so here you can per our number, how much it was there, 75,000 over here. Okay, this is the units over here. Okay, for 75,000 you can see over here how much is the profit of our plan A. It is 10,000. Plan B, it is 18,500. We have also decided, we have also calculated in this way. And for now sometime 72,000 in this point of time, you cannot say that plan A is better, rather plan B is better, because here profit is comparatively more. Okay, so again over here plan A is not a good decision. plan B is a good decision. Okay, so whichever is plan A is B is good, let me use a different color. Okay, so plan B is better, or is plan B is better. Okay, over here also plan B is better, plan B is better, plan B better, plan B better, plan B better over here, plan B also better over here. Okay, so all the time we're finding that plan B is better. Okay, so this way we are finding that all the time this is, but over here till this point plan B is better. You can find out all the time this one is better than the height of this one. At this point we are finding that 92,000 we can go either plan that is of the same value. Okay, that is 18,000. Okay, and here onwards again it is the plan A where we are getting the, if it is more than 92,000, that point of time it is the plan A is better than the plan B. So in the variable cost also, meaning that the after break even point, even though you are getting with this point, and till that point of time one plan, that is plan B is better, whatever that is less than how many number of unit, less than 92,000, it is plan B is better. Okay, but more than 92,000 it is plan A that is better than that of your plan B. Okay, so this is the one that I want to show you, that how all the time plan A is better or plan B is better we cannot say. Okay, the pink mark over here it is showing a the which plan is better. Okay, similarly over here I have put a very high 18%. Okay, then after P1 return is this much. In the 3 years I am getting this much of return. Okay, plus my initial investment is 10,000. Okay, so over here similarly I can find out net present value formula, then rate of interest. I'll put the present value of money, it is not rate of interest, sorry. Okay, then the return that I am okay, this way I am getting plus initial investment is 15,000. Okay, if you will see that initial investment is 10,000 and I am how much I am getting, 4,000 plus 5,000 plus 6,000, and that is 15,000. Okay, over here I am getting 3,000 plus 7,500, that is 10,500 plus 12,000, that is 22,000. 5,000, 6,000, that is 15,000. Okay, so 10,000 in investment I am getting 15,000. Here 15,000 investment I am getting 22,000. Okay, but the difference is it is 5,000 over here, it is 7,000 over here. Okay, but if we'll find out the net present value, okay, we have already discussed present value. Here this amount is more, that is 632.554, and here it is 232.33. so in this, why this is happening, because from the initial years it is they are getting 4,000, then after they are getting 5,000 over here. Okay, then they are getting 6,000 over here. Okay, so every time they are finding a difference amount over here, difference of how much? Difference of 1000. Every year there is a successive growth of 1000. So initially, but here initially they are getting 3000, and then after it is getting 4000, 3000 plus 4500, 7500. Here 7500 plus 3 4500, 12000. So here there is a x amount of growth is happening, okay, cumulative growth, that is x 1000, and over here it is y is 4500. Y growth I am getting this way, okay, 3000 plus 4500, 7500 plus 4500, this way I am getting, okay. So first of all I'll find out the which one is the, what is the difference over here, okay. So this yellow mark I can remove, and after, while illustrating, I can show you this yellow mark, because now it is not required, okay. So this way I have find out the, this is the x values I have written over here, that is 700 x, over here it is 1000, okay, like 4000 plus 1000, 5000 plus 1000. So I have taken these values as 700, 750, 800, 850, like that, these values 1000 to till 1300, okay. Over here also I have taken y values, like here I am saying that it is a increment of 3000 plus 4500. So I have taken 4500, 4525, 4000, any just random figures I have taken over here, okay. After that I'll just select this thing, the whole table, okay. Then I will go to data, what if analysis, data table, okay. Then after row input, which is the row input, this is y is the row input, okay, and column input is x is column input. Then I'll press OK, okay. So over here you can see, let me make it number is 2 digit, okay. So here you can see over here this 1000 and 4500, 1000 and this is 4000. 1000 is for x, okay, and 4500 is for y, okay. So that difference, so 1000 and 4500, it is coming 421. That is the difference between this one and this one, okay. Over here we are finding this value 421, okay. Similarly, in this way we have found out that if it would have been, the return would have been x is this much, is 700, and then after y is 4500, then all the time in this case it is ahead, but in other different situations, just like the previous example, here we can find different type of situations over here where your x is, sometime x is better, sometime y is better, okay. So this is the one where we'll say that our y is better in the marked one, okay, colored one, in this case y is better, okay. That is 4625 and your 850, that point of time we'll say that 4625 would be better, okay. But in this case 1000 is better, okay, but in other cases it will not be the similar. We cannot just frame that because initially we are getting the 3000 less amount, and afterward we are getting the higher amount. So it would be it will not be preferred, but initially over here I am getting a bigger amount comparatively, so I'll be going with the proposal A. Okay, so it may not happen, so it may be different in the different conditions. Like over here the marked one, here we'll see that Y is better, that is the second proposal B is better. Okay, but in the other where the marking is not done, there you will find this. Similarly, I have also find out the IRR. Okay, and the data table I have used, what is the difference over there. Okay, difference, how this is 22%, 19%, and based on that one also you can find out the data table, and what is the internal rate of return also you can find out. So like in the previous one over here, we are finding that a particular plan or particular is not the best one for all the solution. Similarly over here also in the net present value also we can see that the steady return, we cannot always say that if a higher return would be afterward, it will always be a bad option. Okay, sometimes it can also be a better option also. Okay, so this is all about the value and return session 4. Thank you all of you.